One of those nights, baby. Big night in the NBA. Big sexy night in the NBA.
Is it?
Well, what's going on? What's happening? I'm
we
confused.
got-
Where am I?
I believe you're on Earth in Houston.
You sure
In
about
your room. I don't know. I don't know where you might be.
that? Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me
Hopefully,
know.
man. Stop being so strange, man. Scaring everybody here.
Who's that? I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for being weird.
Yeah, you are. I can't determine the type of weird you are either.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
fun part.
It's a hard weird. Hard weird. You told what did you said I was a classic nerd yesterday, I believe.
Oh, I said you're a classic nerd.
Classic nerd.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a classic weird. Is what this is. Maybe that's what, one of those real classic weird. No, man, it's a big night.
I'm just a weird guy, man.
It's Lakers, Warriors, LeBron versus Steph with a little side of Luca and a little side of Jimmy Butler in LA tonight. Standings matter. This is a big night. Big night. Right now, the Warriors are leading right now in LA in the first half. Should be good games. It's been some great games in the NBA. That after we got done the other night, that Denver Minnesota game where Jokic goes for 61 triple-double and lost, and Anthony Edwards and company went through. It's been some good games. Lakers Rockets the other night. But what is happening right now is probably, in my opinion, one of the biggest issues that the NBA has. And I mean, it's not debilitating, but right, it's an issue. And I think the issue is that this is still potentially the marquee thing in the NBA. I don't know if any game or any matchup creates more intrigue or more interest than Warriors, Lakers, and that's specifically LeBron and Steph. Now, if this was interest with the Lakers and Luca, then that's one. But I think it's still LeBron and Steph, and because those guys are 37 and 40 years old, and the same thing has been the best. Like, how long, Serda, would you say this has been? That this is the best show in town? Like, this is the best thing they can. Like the most. I mean, we're rolling on a decade, right? I mean, it's every bit of
Yeah, I
20,
know.
15, over a decade.
Decade.
Probably 10, 12 years.
Yeah,
That LeBron and Steph has been the marquee thing, whether he was in Cleveland or he's been in LA. It's been the marquee thing. And damn it, like it's not the young players that it should be. It's not the new guard coming in. It's not like the other night, Minnesota versus Denver with Jokic and with Jokic and with Anthony Edwards. That should be probably the matchup where you're like, hey, there it is. That's it. Or OKC and Cleveland and SGA and other but right now it is still the best thing that they can do in the NBA. Like every Christmas Day, it's the number one game. It's the game that is in the primetime section, and it's great. It's a fun watch, but I do think there are people who are like over this, and it just doesn't have the same luster that it used to be. 5, 6, 7 years ago, LeBron, Steph, people hadn't gotten tired of it. Now, I don't. Now, I'm a sycophant and a LeBron fan. I don't, and I love Steph. And I love Steph, too. I love greatness. I love watching them, too, and it is fun. Like, I still believe the best, the most entertaining thing in the NBA is when Steph gets hot. And he just step backs. He starts going off. The Olympics, it was great when he started doing that. But I think that is problematic from the NBA that they have yet to develop the next big thing. And Steph is in the midst of getting hot. we started this show. It was a 6-point game, and now it is 55-39 because the Warriors just have gone off shooting threes. Yeah, they the Lakers need to get going in this thing. They just hit a three, but no, I just like they are having a real difficult time like bringing interest in other young players. They're entertaining young players. They are just having a hard time having these guys connect, and nothing connects
Oh,
as well as a 40 and a 37-year-old that we've been watching play against each other forever. They played in the finals like 5 times.
yeah, but it's because LeBron and Steph are champions. They're all-time great players. And for all of the young players that have come and gone over their era across the NBA, nobody's stuck the way that they have. Like there's talent. Like Jokic is a great player, like all-time great player, and he's got a title already. But like,
Yeah, he doesn't connect interest to
yeah, well, and he has no interest in it anyways. Like he just wants to show up and play basketball and go home. He doesn't care about promoting himself or trying to like, lift his brand up. Like he's just a basketball player, and that's all he wants to be known for outside of his hobbies and stuff. Like, but then like Anthony Edwards, great young player, but like hasn't won anything. Like you gotta win things. Like it was supposed to be Giannis for a while, and Giannis got a ring, but then it's kind of like the Bucks have just kind of been there, not really like being super effective, not being year in, year out, like great, like the Warriors had. Like the NBA has had this issue for a long time, and they still don't have an answer, despite all of the good players that have come and gone over the LeBron Steph era of the league.
Well, I don't think it's been an issue for a long time. I think it's been an issue since the fatigue of Steph and LeBron has entered. I don't think it was an issue 5 years ago because there wasn't fatigue of LeBron yet. I think now and Steph, I think now it is. Like people starting, it was like, please give us a different finals match. Like we want to see something else. Please give us a different finals match. But see, you said the champion thing, and I think Osita would. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't agree. I don't know that it means you've had to won something. LeBron didn't win anything for 7 years, right? Like hell, 8 years he didn't win anything, but there was big time interest. Like KD hadn't won anything, but when those two got together, there was big time interest when Kevin Durant and LeBron and those teams were going to each other. It's just those guys created interest in a way it doesn't seem that anybody else has come close to doing.
I think from what I hear from you two guys, is that I feel like they're the only two that really have a legacy on the line when they play with each other. Does that make any sense? Like they do have a history of course, winning. And they're the two, like you started said, they're the two greatest at the sport right now. So it's obviously it's going to be hot. But I will say it does get a little bit boring because that's been the better half of a decade where this has been going on, man. Like, I mean, we need some new young
which is fair
to pop up and get cool, man. But I don't necessarily know how you can fix that without the championships being on their side. You know what I mean?
I don't think they've had this problem for a long time because, all right, let's start back when the NBA got hot. It was Magic and Bird, which is basically very similar to what Caitlin and Angel Reese have been, but they were in the 80s and they were in Boston and LA, where those two areas were perfect for that battle.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yes, but it was in white Boston and LA. Like, and so then when they moved into that, and right before they got, maybe if they did get stale, that HIV thing in year 11 may have kind of messed things up too. But right before they got stale, then the new of Michael Jordan, who captured interest, started to roll into the party. And so even though when Larry Bird's back and stuff started getting to a problem and they look different, then you had Michael Jordan come through. And that picked things up. And it was like, okay, they've got Jordan, and he is interesting, and he is this. And then from Jordan starts to rise. And when Jordan rises, and now the NBA is taken up a notch, Kobe and Shaq are coming into this thing. And those guys became interest. And so when Mike came back and played for the Wizards, and he was 40 or 38 or whatever, it wasn't upon Michael Jordan to be the most interesting thing. It was more with Michael Jordan, like, hey, man, it's like when Hulk Hogan comes around. And,
is this not a testament to like LeBron's longevity, though? Like LeBron and Steph's longevity? Like the fact
it absolutely is.
They've been in the sport for so long that like they haven't really given. I mean, if they weren't here, but the question to be asked though is if they weren't here, if LeBron were to retire or did retire like earlier, who would be the new matchup? You know
it would be less interest to me.
Yeah,
but, I mean, to get to LeBron, it was Jordan and Shaq and Kobe, and then AI was a thing that connected. And then as those guys started to rise, then here comes LeBron, right? Then there's some Kevin Garnett in there too. But here comes LeBron as the next star, as Kobe and Shaq start to move through. And then when those guys got older, they weren't dependent to just be everything, right? Yeah. And then it just has stopped after that's LeBron and Steph and Kevin.
But again, that's what I think that's why it's a lot longer than you're making it out to be, because it's been this era. Like it's been like guys have come and gone over the LeBron era, like tons of great players, but guys that haven't left that kind of imprint outside of Steph, because the Warriors just went on such an insane run.
Steph and KD, but
and Kevin Durant, like, I mean, he had to go to Golden State to get a ring, but he made a finals with the Thunder. But yeah, he's a lasting all-time great player, but since leaving Golden State after that Achilles injury, like he's still been incredible, but he's had a bunch of rough like years on the teams that he's been on. Like,
it's just to me, but those guys to me are with LeBron. There hasn't been the space of the person, and maybe there has been. I think maybe in fairness, they've just probably been, non-Americans, and that's maybe hurt it, right? I still right now, I do not believe. Now it's happening in baseball, but in most sports, like I don't believe that a non-American can be like the top person in a sport and really carry it, right? Like Luka makes sense, but there is I think the non-American thing that is a disconnect that slows his connection, right? Zion probably made sense, but he can't stay healthy. Jokic also, as Serda said, hell, I don't think he doesn't give a damn, and he's like Tim Duncan, and he's a non-American. Like Tim Duncan want nothing about being a star. So it is they just aren't having that next group to catch.
I think that's kind of what comes with the fact that you see somebody like LeBron who's been in the game for so long, and this is honestly probably one of the longer tenures of basketball that we've seen. Am I wrong? Am I right? Like,
I mean,
he's been hooping for a minute, and so it's kind of like if I were to relate it to music, it would be like, we don't know what to do with a 40, almost 50-year-old rapper anymore. We don't know what to do with Jay-Z. What the hell do we do with Jay-Z? You know what I mean? Like he's been in it for but I mean, so you have to appreciate that, of course. But I'm saying he's just been around for so long. We haven't, like, historically, we haven't seen a career last as long. You know what I mean? So, like, since he's still, as you would call him, the GOAT, I still don't think LeBron's the GOAT, but it is what it is. That's just me personally. And so since Steph Curry's still up there, like, you just kind of got to let him play it out, like, and I'm sure Adam Silver will figure it out, if they ever retire and stuff like that. He's going to figure out a way to make it primetime, a new Christmas Day game.
But yeah, I mean, no, they're going to try to force something, but hell, as you know, man, you can't force the people to be interested. Like that person that you just got to find the person to connect. And we've established. I'm not certain that guy's Cooper Flag. Like I'm not certain that we see that yeah, they can try it. I'm not certain they see that as being that guy. They need a damn Caitlyn.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who it is because it's like
maybe it is Caitlyn's turn.
But in fairness, I never ever thought Steph was going to be here. Like if Steph didn't arise, like he had that run at Davidson in college. But I mean, he was 147 pounds. Like I didn't think
he was hurt early in his career, but then
but nobody. Yeah, there was no chance you looked at him and thought, "Well, that son of a bitch is about to change the sport."
No,
you know what I mean. Like so, maybe there's a surprise there, a surprise element there that does that.
I feel like there was some thoughts that like maybe John Morant could be like that kind of star.
Yes, another one. Yes.
But he's
still shooting at the Warriors bench.
And he's got all kinds of issues, and then he's been injured, and then it's like, and Giannis is still a great player, but like Giannis is all of a sudden 30 years old. It feels like it hasn't even been that long that he's been in the NBA. Like Damian Lillard had a run, but he spent way too much time in Portland, never winning anything.
He's like 37. Damian's old.
He's old now. Like a lot of these guys just within that window where LeBron and Steph were just dominating everything have kind of faded out now. And so you look around the NBA and you're like, okay, who's the next young guys? And it's like, I guess like Luka, like Jokic is still reasonably young. And then it's like Anthony Edwards and
Wemby. But
yeah, Victor Wembanyama, like those kinds of guys that you're hoping can kind of turn this thing on and like take it to another level at some point.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think we got there's a few things I want to get to this evening. Like and subscribe, Nightly Fix. Head to our YouTube channel, Foolish Club Media. Please now, damn it, like and subscribe each and every. This is the final night of the week. We go Sunday through Thursday. If you're just joining us, please subscribe, let everybody know. There's a couple of ways and routes I want to go. I do want to get to the heat check. Big O's heat check is always a horned up thing, but I also have a Two America situation that occurred earlier today that I was surprised that it was a Two America situation. And I don't know if I should have been surprised or if I should be surprised. Is this on me? I thought this would be something that I wouldn't have struck out on and would have been alone on. Now, I think Serda maybe the tested this. But I just had a Two Americas thing happen to me earlier today. And I need some help on the gauge on should I have been surprised by that. So I don't know, man. There's a few routes that we need that we could go. We can go heat check. We can go to Americas. There's a few things.
Ronald, it's okay. Just tell me how you're feeling. Let's talk about this.
Please stop talking to me like that.
This is I have space for this, and this is an open and safe environment for you to share your feelings. Please continue.
Let's just hear it. Stop
all
beating
right,
around the bush.
All right, let's go to Americans. So I'm talking to on the show earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to the two gentlemen on the show with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And somehow we got to talking about Nickelodeon. And
Nickelodeon?
Shows like
okay.
Double Dare and Carissa Explains It All and Legends of the Hidden Temple, a great one. What's Wild and Crazy Kids? You know, we start getting
Keenan and Kel,
yeah, we get to start my brother and me. We get to start talking.
Oh dang!
Yeah, I took it there.
That's way back.
We get to start talking about these shows, and I'm like, they were like, oh, what was the one that got the slime? I was like, oh yeah, they did a little bit on Double Dare, but they also did it on Wild and Crazy Kids. And I was like, the craziest thing is my man Omar Gooden, Cuba Gooden Jr.'s little brother. Omar Gooden was on Wild and Crazy Kids.
Big
and
boy.
he was so happy. Right. Okay, so we're here. So we're here. So now it is saluted, right? So now, Serda, I need you to sit this out until we come to you. All right, Steve, because
I already know where this is going, bro.
you're really vital here. And so
shit.
maybe I forgot where I was and it wasn't landed because I'm telling you right now, the text line, it didn't land there either.
Mm.
So I said, yeah, you remember Omar Good? And they was like, Omar Good, which one was he? I said, but hell, he was the only black dude on the show. Can't miss him. And I said, it's Cuba's little brother. I said, I said, the craziest thing is that dude was so Nick, wild and crazy kids. And I said, and then how much of a gangster he was on Baby Boy.
Baby Boy, yeah.
And they were like, and both of them said, what is Baby Boy?
Oh no.
That's not a surprise.
And I said,
oh no.
I was borderline shocked from Clint. I'll be frank with you. Like Clint has been in enough locker rooms where he has been the only Caucasian in the building for me. And we have conversations about Boys in the Hood. We have conversations about Kings of Comedy. He said, what is Baby Boy?
Oh,
and Tyler, and then when he said that, Tyler had no shot. He said, nope, never heard of it. Don't have it. I said, Jody, my Jody? That's it. Y'all don't have. I said, y'all don't have. It was like, no. And so I was like, wow, really? I said, this must be a Two Americans thing. And I know that Baby Boy has some black star power-ish in it. I just thought that it was known enough that maybe you hadn't seen it, but you heard Baby Boy.
Know what? Yeah, you know about it.
And it comes on like Boys in the Hood. Like it, you can run into it.
It wasn't that though. Boys in the Hood was.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was on that. It was not. It was not. No, that was not nominated for Oscars. I'm just saying is. It comes on. It's come on TV for like 10, 15 years a lot, right? Like,
sure.
And so
but people don't just watch TNT like they used
to. So can we again terrible at following directions. Now that we're ready to come to you, Steve, do you have Baby Boy?
Yeah,
you heard of?
I've seen it multiple times.
You've seen Baby Boy. Can you? Listen, I love you, and I want to tell you I trust you, but I just need you to let me know proof that you have seen this. Can you give me? Can you give me?
Give me the quote. Pass it to me.
Can you at least give me actors? Can you give me actors in it?
I can do better. It's been 15 plus years probably since I've seen it. But the biggest thing I remember is him just absolutely drilling Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. That's the thing that I remember most about that movie off the top of my head.
Damn, man, I love you, boy.
Damn. Oh my God.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me let it rip real quick. You got guns and butter, and then there's also that one scene where he's at the end. He's like, "Hey, Jody. Hey, you got heart, cuz? You got heart?"
He said heart. It's heart.
You got heart, cuz? He's like, hey, Jody, these little niggas think they got heart, cuz. And you know what? I'm gonna do some of your parents. I'm gonna whoop your mother. No, ooh, God, I love that movie. I hate you. I hate you too, little. All right, I'm done. I just had to get that out.
It was. I don't think it would have been. Like I can understand why a lot of people haven't.
So is that?
I watched stuff like that with my brother growing up because my brother was like about it. So
what the hell does that mean? What's about it?
About it. That's all he has to say. Right. Hey, you don't have to explain nothing, Serda. He was about it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, hold on. Let's get this out the way. And you in the chat as well, chime in on this. Have you heard of Baby Boy? If you're in the chat, and is that one where this is a true Two Americans, right? Because like I feel like I can rattle off movies and stuff. Is that like I'm just saying, I think there are some movies, right, where we could be like, all right, yeah, that ain't.
Why is our boy Tyler in the chat right now, dog?
He should be. Let him in the chat. Yeah, Tyler,
he's trying to
let Tyler loose in the chat. Oh no. Oh no.
I was concerned, and I need someone to let me know. Yeah, Tyler's willing to learn. I know he is. I
learn somehow, Tyler. This is how you learn. It comes from honest conversation. Honest conversation with friends, and then we just let you know a little bit about our lives, and you let us know about your lives.
I'm coming. But Serda's got scenes. Serda's got him drilling her. He's got obviously. He with Taraji, and that's before Taraji. That's before like she was in like became Taraji. Like that was early in the game. That's before I know you hard out here for a pimp. That's before all that.
Yeah. When I started seeing her in bigger stuff, I always remembered her from Baby Boy.
That's before. Yeah, that's before she was married to Lucius. Like all of that. But so that one that is unfair to believe that white folks should have Baby Boy.
I don't think they should all have Baby Boy. You know what I mean? Like,
because I was caught off. I was like, "Whoa!" And then I saw the text line.
I think they should all have Friday.
Yeah,
they should all have Friday. I don't give a damn who you are.
And at least you
should have seen. You should have fuck heard. You should have at least watched Friday at least once, like in your life, as a child, as a young stoner, as whatever, dude. Like you have like the Friday. Come on. It's a classic. It is a classic.
Maybe I was aggressive. Maybe I was aggressive with this thing.
Baby Boy is kind of like a hood classic, though.
It does have some black star power elements, and I tried to pull back while I was sitting there through the rest of the segment to get there, but I was like, "Damn, man! Everybody on the text line." Everybody on like in the studio with me didn't have it. And
I also think I'm not like an average person, like when it comes to movies specifically, because I've seen so many things. So I'm just saying I don't think I'm the greatest person to ask because
I have anybody
that you know.
You have a question. You have a question, and I have a segment idea for this show moving forward. But please go ahead.
Okay. So I have a couple of questions. One, I want to ask: have you seen Menace to Society?
Yes.
Damn, you're a good film guy. All right. How about Don't Be a Menace?
Yes.
Why? Well, you got to say the whole. Like, do you
don't be a menace? Don't be a menace while drinking juice in the hood. Whatever the hell is the entire title.
Yeah. Sounds central.
I'm kind of worried for you, dog. Like your brother might have really been about it. Like I feel like if you are not black and you've seen Menace to Society, that's wild. You know what I mean? That's a rough movie, dog.
I want
to, dog. But like, Don't Be a Menace. Yeah. Like you're
Old Dog is one of the greatest villains in the history of this world. With them cheeseburgers, and he tried to kill that man. But I want to see how deep we can go with Serda. Like I wanted
with cheese.
I wanted to do this with Tyler, but I was shot down. I want to do.
Have you seen Bones, Snoop Dogg's movie? Like his
yeah.
I have it on DVD.
That was a lot.
So you do watch bad stuff.
Movies, yes.
Yeah, so you do watch bad stuff. Like
TV shows, he won't waste his time.
I want to see how low, like how deep into black star power black movies you have been into. Like I want to have you watching these puppies, and I want to see. How deep can we? Have you seen Two Can Play That Game?
Oh damn.
No.
Oh, see, I want to do this with Steve.
I was about to say that's wild. Bro.
I want to get.
Like, have you seen Waiting to Exhale? Like that's.
I want to.
I have seen that. My mom likes that movie when I was growing.
I want to do black movies with Steve. And
my question is, how many Medeas have you seen, Steve? How many Medeas have you seen?
I actually refuse to watch Tyler Perry movies because I don't like Tyler
Perry. You're missing out, bud. You are missing out on.
Tyler didn't make them for you. Tyler didn't make them for you. But I just want to see no, he didn't. I want to see if he could. He did not. I want to see if we could have a day on this pod or on this show every once a week. that Serda has to watch a black movie and give us a report on it.
Hey, real quick, in the chat, we have JC Proctor with Dead Presidents, underrated. I agree, JC.
Have you seen Dead Presidents, Serda?
I have seen Dead Presidents.
Of course.
I'll see. Like, I want to
crackhead. Chris
like,
Rock
we
is
can
all just
see. We can go deep into this thing. I think, like,
It's especially like 90s movies like that. Like, yeah, like I've seen a lot of them. Now the more like romantic, like black romantic movies from that era, I'm probably not going to be as good about. But
like,
so you like
Soul Food? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Have you? No. These are good ones. Keep the list.
I do think I've seen how Stella got her groove back.
Hey, shout out.
Like, have you seen Brown Sugar?
Hey.
I think I have seen that because see all of my rom-com knowledge, because I don't really watch them, is from like growing up, like my mom or my sisters like making me watch stuff like that with that.
Have you ever seen The Wood?
No.
Oh, see,
you gotta watch The Wood.
Hey,
bro.
now Tyler's in the chat. We made Tyler watch The Wood and give us a report on The Wood. He love
so
you. Ain't.
Good.
Oh, see, we got to do this. We got to do
It's
this.
so good. It's a coming of age tale about some boys in Inglewood, California. It is so good.
Oh,
it's so good. It's
Serda, are you down for this? We got to do this, Serda.
Sure.
We have got like
watching movies.
We shoot you, and this is great. Because Serda is a absolute film movie snob, and he will give us the real of it. I
will shred him if I really gotta.
No shred. I want to hear is like, do you think this could be one that could have been nominated for an award? I want to get but we gotta get a good list in. We gotta get a smooth list of black movies. The Wood is in there.
On it.
Two can play.
Definitely. Two can play that game.
I just but he's seen like. Have you?
Oh my God, Nino Brown.
Oh yeah. He's probably seen New Jack City.
New Jack City. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. We'll table this. We'll table this right now.
Oh yeah.
This is live, guys. This is live. We'll table this and we'll come back next week with a list.
Do you have the brothers? List. Do you have the brothers? Have you seen the brothers?
I don't think so.
Oh, with Andre 3K?
No, the one with Bill Bellamy and
oh yeah, no. I forgot about Bill Bellamy.
Oh, have you seen my favorite Love Jones?
Is that Shameik Moore? Oh no,
certainly not Shameik.
Shamar Moore.
Shamar.
Yeah, I was thinking of the what's his face. The
Have you seen? Dude. Have you seen Love Jones?
No, but
I
don't think I've.
Oh, that's early.
Have you seen How to Be a Player?
Come on, man.
Hey, okay, my bad.
I have seen that. I used to watch.
No, I forgot who I was talking to. My bad, bro.
Love Jones is one of my favorite movies, and I think it's one of those that would have been nominated if it wasn't an all-black cast in the '90s. Like, this is an early Terrence Howard, right? This is Nia
Long. Got the shaky voice.
Yeah, this is Nia Long.
Into space and time and all that shit.
Oh yeah, we gonna get this right, baby. We're gonna get this right.
We got this.
We gotta pick a day every Tuesday or something. Serda's got to watch black movies, and I can't wait for this shit.
I saw the first Barbershop in theaters. I have not seen any of the other ones. I don't know.
Damn, Steve, you went to the theater to see that shit?
I did.
Damn, man. You sure you have Mexican? You might be half. Well, I ain't gonna say it. All right. I wanted to touch this week. We hadn't got to because, we be on our shit. Whatever our shit is, we
We be
be.
on our shit. Yeah.
That's the
I
best
like
way I
that.
can describe it.
I
We be
like
on our
that, Ron,
shit.
with a drink in hand. Let's go,
It
baby.
is, man. I got a little vodka and zero sugar lemonade,
Hey,
and for some
I,
reason, man, I saw it. I just threw a strawberry in there.
I
I
just
don't know
cracked a
why.
tall boy
look at how
during commercial break.
I just
I
threw a
got a
straw. I threw a strawberry in
canteen.
that bitch. I don't know why. I
Oh, you
don't know.
feeling
I just
fancy?
had a little strawberry in
Fancy
it.
ass. You looking for okay, fancy boy? I see you. Fancy boy with his little strawberry.
Let me add that strawberry in there.
Hey,
We
make
didn't
it
talk about this.
tropical.
I don't know where you stand on this, Serda. Where are you on the tush push? Because the league went in and they voted on the tush push. They got 16 votes. They need 24 votes for them to change it. I hope to hell this thing goes. And I know there are going to probably be people in the chat, people watch this and see this that oh, you're just scared because the Eagles were so good and this and that. Like that's not even that like Scout's honor, whatever it is. That is not the motivation for me. I legit think it is just an an unfair and not I don't even know if unfair is part of it. I just think it is a play in which like you just got other people pushing and dragging people across certain lines instead of a person doing it on its own. And and I understand that the offense gets more rules kind of tilted their way. I understand that's the case. But this is this is so much to a point where it's over the top, like completely unfair because basically you're allowing an offensive player to be able to push forward a player even um when its forward progress is stopped and to gain extra yards. And that never is the case when a player is on defense. Like a player on defense cannot, once they make a tackle, keep driving a guy back. And then whenever they blow the whistle, if they drive him back 5 yards, that's where it is. No, it stops at forward progress. I just don't think, and to be honest with you, they keep saying the safety part, it doesn't show that it is a safety concern. Like, we ain't idiots. It's not a safety concern until it becomes one. And then do you want to be due too late? Like you can see how this could become a safety concern, just like you can see how it's a safety thing. Excuse me, Lord. When an offensive lineman, when an offensive lineman runs 5-10 yards down the field to just drill people to try to push a pal forward, you can see how that can turn into an injury. When a 315-pound dude is on a dead sprint to just hit people who doesn't know he's coming because he's trying to gain more yards. Like, I think you can see how that could be an injury waiting to happen. Like, it's not even the aesthetic part of it. Like, it's not, there's some people who have the argument, it doesn't look good, it's not fun. To me, it is just crazy. It is just such an unfair thing that it is nuts that they are just allowed to just shove a guy, 2 or 3 guys, just get behind him and push him.
Well, I don't think it's unfair. Like, one of the few good things the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl was actually stuff the tush push a few times. Like, it was like one of the only positive things that they actually did in that game.
Yeah, but they weren't really. If you go back and look, like the Bills kind of they weren't pushing. Like they didn't get up there like Philly and just go behind her and push them.
They did it against the Eagles too, low. Like they did it against Josh Allen, but they did it against the Eagles in the Super Bowl a couple of times, and they were like effective at it. But the Chiefs have the personnel along the defensive line to try to disrupt that like that. And Nick Bolton was big and trying to slow that down in the Super Bowl. But I'm in favor of eliminating it because I think it's similar to like flopping in the NBA in my mind, where it's just like it's the easy way out. Even though there's lots of teams that aren't good at it, the Eagles have just perfected it in a way nobody else has. But I'm also in favor of it not like slowing the game down.
So you don't think it's unfair? Like
No,
you think
I don't.
there's
As far as like football play goes, stop it. Figure out stop
not-
it. Otherwise, quit complaining
hold
about
on, hold on. Let's park the car here real
it.
quick.
I know, but I'm in
I got
favor
it.
of eliminating it if it means it's going to speed up the game. If it means that the Eagles are going to have to be more creative, because right now the Eagles just play to get to third and short so they can do that, and it's slow and it's not entertaining. I am
Respectfully, I have to disagree with both of y'all, dude. Y'all sound like y'all are getting soft in your old age, dude. Like, what happened to the sport that was violent, dude? Doesn't rugby have a scrum, which is pretty much the same thing? In hockey, you can drop your gloves and straight up deck somebody in the face. That's why everybody was watching the Four Nations this year, is because there was a fight within like the first 3 minutes, dude. People want to see aggression. That's why we see that, because it's like it is a chance for us to see aggression without actually being aggressive. So like the fact that you're like, oh yeah, this thing is dangerous and it doesn't look good, and it just sounds weak, man. Like just let them do that.
Yeah, that's cute. They're trying to they're openly, repeatedly doing things to try to prevent injuries. Like they like you can't just haul off and hit people across the middle anymore.
And
you can't
why
just haul,
not?
and you can't
Why not?
because they're trying to. But to the point is, they have tried to have a deal for helping in safety in one part, and then here guys just diving headfirst at each other, head to head, downwards. They're like, cool, let's roll with it. I just like it's whatever, soft, whatever. You can call it soft, or you can call it, hey, we've learned that maybe we should probably protect ourselves more.
Oh, everybody gets a little CTE and everybody gets a little scared, right? No, dude, that's crazy.
Also,
that's one of the worst things you've ever said since we've been doing this show. Everybody gets it.
Wait, baby.
Everybody gets a little CTE, and then everyone gets a little scared. Hold on, Serda, real quick. You're a smart football person.
Yes.
What's the element? If you said stop it, what's the element of the guy gets the ball? Like a quarterback sneak already has a high probability of working, but then you put two motherfuckers right there behind him to then shove his ass on the snap as well, when you can't do that defensively, and just like, how do you stop? How do you presume you stop it, Serda?
You blitz the fuck out of them. You put everybody on the line of scrimmage until the Eagles get the balls to play action it and go over the top and beat you for an 80-yard touchdown. Like, just try harder to stop it. We've seen teams have a higher success rate of stopping it. It's not totally impossible to shut down, but I am in favor of eliminating it too. If it's like, hey, this play, it seems like an unfair advantage for the Eagles in particular, more so than any other team. And we don't really cut the defense many breaks in the NFL as far as the rules go. So we're just going to give the defense this one. I'm in favor of it if it's that, but I don't think that it is truly this like massive competitive advantage that the Eagles just have over the entire NFL. The Chiefs stopped it in the Super Bowl. Like, you can stop it. It's not totally impossible to stop. They're just good at it. And so what opposing defenses need to do is stop letting the fucking Eagles get to 3rd and 4th and 1. Like, play better on 1st and 2nd down, and then you don't have to bitch about the tush push on 3rd and 4th down.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, just keep them. Yeah, that's it. Just keep them out of. Listen, my only thing to me is just can we get the rule that you can't aid, which used to be a rule, that you can't aid and push other players and help them move across the field. That's it. That's it to me. Like you shouldn't be able to drag, push, shove other people across when their progress is stopped. Two other people shouldn't be allowed to just come through and just, here, man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and help and push and push. No, it doesn't happen the other way. Like I know if the answer is, hey, the way to stop it is don't let them get to 3rd and 2. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay. Don't let them get to 3rd and 2. That's the explanation. Like, I hope and pray to God that they go ahead and let this thing roll out. I do. Or this. I hope that we start to see, as Buffalo got really good at it too this year, And the Baltimore Ravens started to get really good at it too, as they started using Mark Andrews as their person to do it instead of Lamar. I hope more teams start to do this, because you start to get 8, 9, 10, 12 teams doing this, where you just got, hey, Derrick Henry, man, go get under the snap. And not just your big ass, but let's get 2 other big motherfuckers to push you across as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Like, I hope more people start to do it, so they just go ahead and just say, all right, we can't just say it's one team's better than everybody else. It's just, to me, it's clearly a disadvantage to the defense. Let's go to Big O's damn heat check, because I need.
Number one, Ron, I didn't really like the tone in your voice when you said Big O's heat check. That,
Well, yeah, well, you just gonna have to deal with it.
That's just man. Like what? I mean, I kept an open space for you to share your thing today, and I okay.
Get to the damn heat check.
It's cool. Hey! You can't rush perfection. All right, guys.
Eat my strawberry.
All right. Eat your damn strawberry, tropical boy. All right. So my heat check today. I have a quick question I want to ask a couple of you guys and maybe people in the chat. How many streaming services do you guys pay for?
Oh shit.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
A lot.
YouTube TV, Disney Plus.
Yeah, we pay for YouTube.
We don't need you to go through them all.
Hulu.
You're gonna go through them all.
I use my girlfriend's Max and Netflix account. I think that's it.
Tyler Milner says too many. I fucking agree. Dude, I have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Max, Paramount Plus, Peacock, and Apple TV. And I might get into Crunchyroll because I started watching anime a little bit ago, and I think it's kind of interesting. So, like, we'll see what happens. And what happened? How did we get here, dude? Like, I thought, like, streaming was supposed to, like, liberate us from cable packages and shit. And now
I bet you that thing is you adding up to a cable package now. I bet you.
That's what I'm saying. And the worst part is, this is the worst part. Okay. I don't understand. I've been trying to watch the Astros recently, right? And so it's like, if you have Apple TV, you can watch an Astros game. But apparently you can only watch like certain Astros games. And it says if you have like Amazon Prime, you can watch like, I don't understand. And then there's like regional restrictions. Yeah. How can I watch the fucking game?
That's baseball.
I don't, dude, so frustrating. And nothing's where it used to be. I used to be able to like go somewhere and watch The Office. Now it's not there. I don't even know where to watch The Simpsons anymore. You know what I mean? And now like I might as well, I pretty much like sacrifice my computer every time I want to really watch something, like by using all these like weird little off-brand streaming sites. Like well, I'm not going to promote them right now because that's probably not a good idea. And this is allegedly. I allegedly do that. I don't actually watch movies or TV shows illegally. I pay for everything. And now it's like I thought I was paying like $20 a month for like ad free, and now they're throwing in ads like regardless. Like I just don't know, when does it end? When does it end, Ron?
It don't, man. I'm paying for cable and a lot of streaming shit.
Dude, at this point, I might as well just like get stuck watching on TikTok, like watching shit on TikTok, like the rest of the kids, man. Like there's no point anymore, man.
So it's awful, and it's only gotten worse. Is Hollywood executives are like pushing movies out of theaters faster to get them to streaming. It's because these streaming services are paying them so much money to get access to those movies earlier than they ever have. And so it's tanking movie theaters on top of it. But like YouTube TV, when it first launched, was like $35 a month. I pay like $90 a month for YouTube TV now just to be able to like watch sports and stuff. Like,
$90 a month. Do you remember when digital TV was like $100 and we thought, you had like 2,000 channels?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to be. I know I'm well over 200 in everything I pay for my cable and all the
my internet's like my internet's $70 a month, YouTube TV $90 a month, and then whatever I pay for like streaming services and stuff like that. And so I got rid of Netflix because it got too expensive. And so I had to pick and choose which ones I was willing to continue to pay for because it was adding up so much. But it's also just now supposedly these companies are talking about like, what if we bundle these apps together because they keep buying all these properties and they're just trying to make money in any way they can. And now sports and football is trying to get into streaming and sign contracts with all these places. So they're all fighting over that. So everybody's trying to consolidate live TV dollars everywhere now, because it's not just about streaming and on demand anymore. Now the streamers want to be live television content creators.
But dude, it pisses me off though, because like, okay, let's say football, right? We had games on Netflix. There were games on Amazon Prime. Where else were there games? Like there were games on all these different streaming services. Peacock. You can't go to one. You can't just have one and be like, okay, cool. I'm just going to watch my team on this or some shit like that. No, they're all spread across almost evenly across all these different platforms. And it's just, how did I get here? How am I paying more? Like I thought I canceled cable for a reason, man.
Yeah, it's.
I never did. I never did.
I might cancel my
lucky
YouTube
man.
Like after the NCAA tournaments,
and then go to what?
I might just cancel it until football season starts again, because I don't even really need it outside of football season anymore.
Hold on, man. You got a baseball season.
You think I'm gonna watch baseball games?
The whole thing.
You got a baseball season. You got. I mean, it's good stuff.
I'd like to watch the NBA finals and stuff. Like I'll tune in for the NBA postseason a little bit here and there. But honestly, I probably don't need to be spending $90 a month on it right now.
Yeah, JC Proctor in the comments says once Monday Night Football went to ESPN, that was the start. Angry face. I completely feel that, brother.
See, I would call it a frugal gentleman. You know, I didn't like. There's some things that I like to really save on. I like to get a good deal, on things, right? Like I'm gonna ride this car on out. I ain't had no car payment for a couple of years now. Love it, riding it out, right? I'm gonna ride this phone out. Probably need to get some. I've lost the volume buttons, got some cracks, but I'm gonna ride it out to the end. And yes, I am eligible for over a year of getting a new phone. I'm gonna ride it out. But there are things that I know, and one thing that I know is I love like TV, sport, like TV, movie, sports is a gotta have for me. Like it's just an absolute gotta have for me. And I've never ever thought about cord cutting, doing anything like that, because I know I gotta have it. And like there's something about me, the love of like getting to it quick, seeing the guide, going to it quick, like pressing the numbers. I gotta have it. And so like forever, I got I don't know, whatever it costs, I got all the sports, and I have been able to con my family into thinking it's because it's for my job, but I've got all the sports, and I got to get all of HBO and Showtime, whatever that package is. And then we got MLB Network, or we got MLB.com or whatever, because we watch all the Royals games. Like I have flirted with getting NBA League Pass on multiple occasions. Like we get, like I got Hulu, I got ESPN because Kansas comes on there sometimes, and I got it all. But I got Netflix, we got it all, Prime and everything. But
I'm hearing right now, all I'm hearing from you, Ron, is that you have passwords that you are going to give us, so we can all have it all. You know what I mean?
I can't do that.
It's for content, baby. Like, how am I supposed to get my pop culture? You know what I mean?
Can't. You find a way. You can
how is Serda supposed to watch all these black movies if he doesn't have? Hey, Serda, cancel all your shit. Yeah. How is Serda supposed to watch all these black movies if he doesn't have any of these things?
He'll find a way.
Sharing is caring. Come on, Big Papa Ron, Big Sugar Daddy.
Hey man, we already got. I ain't even gonna say the one, so people flag us. We already got enough people on a lot of these bad boys. Let me tell you that right now.
I use my girlfriend's Netflix, Apple TV, and Max. And
wait, they let you
know they were going to.
Do you live with your girlfriend?
Oh, I got Max too,
but it works. I don't know. I don't know if she's paying more because I'm using it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. We're about to get to an important question. I can't wait to hear this. Go ahead. What was you going to ask?
Oh, I was going to say, calm down, bro. What is going on? What is that face? What is that?
Go ahead.
Anyway, Ron. So I thought they canceled the fact that, like, if you aren't in the same household, if you're not coming from the same IP address, especially on Netflix, that you're not able to.
Yeah, they tried it.
Yeah, I mean, they did it to me. Damn it. I was rocking somebody else's for a minute.
So that happened to me like a while back. Like I was using someone else's and it stopped working, and so it just like logged out. And then my girlfriend just logged into hers over here, and it just works. Like, and so I haven't asked questions about it. So.
Okay, don't ask any questions. Don't even look at it wrong. All right, just look.
I know it's like I'm not going to look into it as long as it keeps working. I'll just use it when I feel like going to Netflix or Max or something.
Watch tonight be the night. Damn it.
My man said, "Do
Mm,
you live?
sorry,
Do you
bud.
live with your girlfriend, Serda?" That's what he said. Threw that out there, didn't he? He said,
Not
Hey,
yet.
you got to say.
Ooh, did you
stop
say
me-
yet?
Ooh, not yet.
Not yet.
Hey,
My man said, "Not yet." Thinking about it, huh? Good
He's
for
doing it.
y'all. She
He's
probably
doing it.
listening right now. She probably listening right now. That poor
Actually,
girl.
I'm actually out of town right now, so I know for a fact she's not listening right now.
All right,
oh,
that
damn it. I was
poor,
gonna say.
that poor girl. You and your grocery store habits.
Oh yeah, that man's a psycho in the.
Let
grocery
me
store,
ask you
apparently.
this,
That's
because
crazy.
we went with the grocery store too long, and I didn't get to go to it. Which is the one that you find triggers you the most? Which grocery store is like which spot? Because Walmart it is for me.
Walmart.
Is the
Walmart
trigger
all
for
day.
me. But which one triggers you the most?
Walmart's up there, but it's Aldi for sure. Aldi is easily the most triggering place.
Why
Why? What's
Because
wrong? Aldi's is not like
Aldi is, especially like Walmart. Walmart changed their whole store setup. I don't know how they are down in Houston, but here they made the aisles like super compact. So they're like tight. So like Walmart, it's like almost like you can't even like complain about it because they're just tight, tiny aisles. Aldi, because you got to put the quarter in for that or whatever. Like, but like the aisles are wide. There's plenty of space, and there'll still be people that'll basically just pull up their cart and just block the entire fucking aisle. And just stand there walking around looking at every little box or whatever. And I'm just like, get the fuck out of the way. Like, let me just run in here, grab the dozen or so things that I know I like, and I'm going to get the fuck out.
Steve, man. You're like, this is a real problem, man. Like you're getting charged up right now. Just get him, man.
Aldi's so I started. I don't go to Aldi if it's after like 11 a.m. in the morning. Like I only go to Aldi early because if you go there at 4 o'clock, it's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. It's the least. It's the last place in the world I would want to be.
I have never had a bad experience. I've never had a bad experience with Aldi's.
No,
I mean, I like it's like Costco. You got to find your own stuff or buy their bags, but I've never had a bad experience at Aldi's.
No, I only go like early in the morning to avoid all of the idiots.
Yeah.
That general disdain for the world is the thing I love, though. That's what I love about Serda.
Like you start getting. Like you just
fuck everyone.
You just ask him about it. You just ask him about it. Like, hey, tell me about it. Tell me about a Target, and he'll just create a scenario. He'll just create scenario.
I tend to be a cynical person. I try to have a positive outlook on life, but it just comes out of me sometimes.
I will say there's something about Trader Joe's that pisses me off. I don't know if it's like the tree hugging hippiness of it all, or the fact that like everything's super healthy there, or the fact that it's like super well lit or something. Like
I've never actually been to a Trader.
I walk in there and I just get fucking mad. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
What is wrong with you guys?
Why are these people here?
There's a Trader Joe's right across the street, like 2 minutes away from my house. I've never been there, but my girlfriend does keep asking me to go there with her. So maybe we'll go. Maybe I'll love Trader Joe's. I don't know.
I enjoyed the $2 chuck. At least I used to. Like I've never, like I don't know. I enjoy grocery shopping. I enjoy it. Not like the hatred that you two have, or not you, Osita, just Trader Joe's, the dimly litany thing. But I mean, and that's the thing is Serda hates it so much. But he continues to go to him. Like you keep going, like you keep going to him and don't find different routes or different things to do. Like I don't know.
That's why I go to Aldi early in the morning. Like I gotta find cost-effective ways of eating. It's not cheap to eat in America anymore, Ron. Like
speak on it.
No, can't be going out to eat every single day. I got Aldi's the cheapest way to buy groceries.
No, I just think you have to find a different route in how you're going to get and obtain the groceries. Maybe your lovely girlfriend should be the one that maybe picks up the groceries. As I said, maybe you should budget going to have them delivered or going to pick them up. like so you can minimize going into grabbing the grocery cart and then becoming angry and becoming pissed and doing
Steven,
something.
Steven, I think what Ron is trying to say is that he's very worried about your mental health and the trauma and the triggers that you experience while going grocery shopping, and he feels like you should take other routes and protect your peace at all costs. I think that's what he's trying to say in that fucking weird Ron way of saying things.
No, I said exactly what I meant to say.
Oh, my
damn it.
bad. Oh, shit.
I
I
said
think
that.
it is generally just a dislike of people, like because I do find myself more and more if I have to run errands and stuff, I get up and try to do it as early as possible. So there's like the least amount of foot traffic for me to deal with anywhere I have to go.
Have you thought about maybe having sex right before you went?
I don't
Like-
mind. I don't mind some morning sex.
Like, I mean, like, just like, do you think maybe you need to get one busted out,
Get it
and
out.
then
Get it all
and
out.
then
Get the demons
you
out.
go in there and then you
I mean,
maybe you're in a good
maybe.
space.
I think I just don't like running errands and stuff. Like
E-Dub, you
I'm
listening?
generally just like I want to get. I want to get this over with so I can do literally anything else that I would rather be doing.
I hope you're efficient in there. Like, I hope you know.
I
like,
am. I can get in and out of Aldi in like 9 minutes.
Oh, we're still talking about grocery shopping?
Yeah, we're talking about grocery
Oh,
shopping.
my bad, guys. My bad.
Get out of here. You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Speaking of the other thing, take us home.
All right. Well, speaking of getting in and out in under 9 minutes, when I was in high school, I was in love with a beautiful red-haired French girl.